Hey, what's up, Notjust developers? Welcome back to another live stream. Today, we're gonna continue working on the AI girlfriend application that I'm building. And I'm building this application as part of my challenge of building and launching 4 applications during December. And I'm doing this for Notjust Hack. If you didn't hear about it, Notjust Hack is our online hackathon for mobile developers happening this December, where you can also participate. All you have to do is build and launch one application, and you have a chance to win amazing prizes such as a MacBook Pro M4. More about Notjust Hack you can find at notjusthack.com, and while you're there, make sure to sign up. My plan for this December is to challenge myself and build and launch 4 applications to the market. I already have one on the market, the second one is in review. Apple is rejecting it for some reasons. And now I'm working on the third one. I'm documenting the whole journey in daily streams, so if you want to follow me along, make sure to subscribe. So, what are we gonna do today? Before we get into that, I just want to remind you that we recently launched the React Native Mastery course, which is the best course that you can take for React Native and Expo development. I've worked on this course for the whole year, and it put everything that I know about React Native and Expo and the whole ecosystem, all the tools and technologies that you could use to build production-ready applications. Everything is project-based, so you have fun while learning, and you can find more about the React Native Mastery at notjust.dev/React Native Mastery. Now, back to the hackathon, and I want to say hello everyone who is joining us live. How are you doing, guys? So today we actually, this is day 3 of this application, but most of it, more like the bigger parts of this application, the challenging parts, is actually already done. So I'm in a bit of situation where I don't really know what I'm going to do today. Feel a little bit tired and not super motivated, but we will gonna push for it. Maybe you can help me find like what are we going to do today. We have our chatting application. We have a possibility to go ahead and look for different personalities. We can swipe right to connect, and then we're gonna see them here, a new chat. I'm gonna say hello, and everything should be working fine. Yep. Hello, Ajay. How are you doing? Maybe today we're gonna test like different models and work on improving like what we already have, like in terms of UI and so on. Let me check out something. Okie dokie. Okay. So if I look at the Notion board, where it might be, I think it's here. So for the MVP, like chatting, everything is good, integrating the AI agent, good, improving the content, connect and disconnect features, yes, this is done automatically. And I would think about improving a little bit the prompt for the LLM to give better results, better answers. For the matching, I want some feedback when matched or something like that, because it's missing, something there is missing. And I think I'm going to have to think about onboarding. For creating personalities, maybe I will have a way to create your own AI agent. That would be also something interesting to do. Hello, HA developer. Have you fixed the issue with Firebase? Thank you, Ajay, for saying that. I appreciate it. Maybe later. Where is it? I don't know. Additional features. Or like nice to have features. I would think about AI agent profile page so that you can look there. Maybe photos. So instead of just having the avatar to having more photos. But probably the one feature that I'm going to look into is something that my previous application from previous week is getting rejected because it's also using like an AI chat and it's also using stream. And one of the issues that I have now is where is it? No action took place when we tapped on the camera photo button. Where is the camera photo button? Maybe it's I don't even know where it is. It should be somewhere here. Is it different there? Is it because we didn't install here the camera application? It's not here. Let me just double check that. Because I have this problem with the previous application, I don't want to have it here as well. Come on. Yo, Jamie, hello, how are you doing? Oh yeah, indeed. In my previous application, I have a photo camera, but indeed nothing is happening. Here, I don't have this one, so it's not gonna be a problem. Good. A J developer is saying I got a Firebase function to work, but my MVP works. I have a keyboard avoiding view issue on the login screen, so I need to fix that. Is it possible to use EAS updates for App Store review? For App Store review, I don't think you should. I mean, if they reject something and you fix it, try to create a new build and send it a new build. But if you already submitted the build for review and you find a bug and you want to fix it, in that case, I think you could try to do it with EAS updates. And indeed, I think the update won't take effect till they relaunch the application. I think that's true. They will open first the application, the update is not going to be there, it's going to be downloaded behind the scenes, and it will take effect during the next launch. Okay. So, what should I work on? Have no idea. Should I work on onboarding? For at least the AI to know what my name is, because at the moment I do not even have a name here. The problem with a name is also, like in my previous application, I got rejection, is when using sign in with Apple, you should not ask for a name because you're supposed to get that name from there. But there is a bug with Supabase that it doesn't get it from Apple. So, yeah. Oh boy, I'm a bit in a lost position. Like, what should I work on? Like, there are some issues, but Off topic, Martin is asking, can you explain when to prefix my end variable with Expo public? Also, do I always need to use edge functions for serving environment variables in prod? So speaking about Expo public, you need to do that for environment variables that you need to be available in your application, in your client-side application. Because if we do not have Expo public, they are not going to be available in the client-side application. And you might think like, but where are they going to be available? They might be available. They will be available. For example, secret key 1, 2, 3. A secret key, you would never put it with Expo public because that would include it into the client side and anyone can decode your application and take that secret key. You'd put it like this, and if you try to access it from client side application, you would not have it. So here there is no access to the secret key because this is our application code. However, it's going to be available in the server-side code, and this is available with API routes. So with Expo router, you can write server-side code or endpoints in your application by creating a file, for example, LLM plus api.tsx, and that is going to make it an API route. So here you're going to have access to secret keys. So if you need it to access it in your client-side code, it needs to start with Expo public, and try not to use secret keys in that scenario. Secret keys should be used on the server side. Finally, I'll have a girlfriend. Help me like figure out like what should I do next, guys. I'm lost. This is so useful. By the way, or maybe yeah, let's go ahead and start working on some onboarding parts. Let's go ahead and start by creating the onboarding folder, and I'm going to start with index.tsx. I set up my API routes in services API routes. In the React Native project, or where? So for the onboarding, actually I'm going to probably also look at the previous project because I have there some onboarding parts. Let me try to do new window, P2P learning. For onboarding, I have this index. Let me do the index here. And what I'm doing there with the index is I'm using the storage, or maybe I could do a sync storage there. Yeah. Now let's go ahead in the index and say if it's not authenticated, go here, otherwise go here. Maybe here we're gonna add also something like this that will redirect to the onboarding, and this should be implemented in a bit later. So now if I'm going to reload onboarding, what's happening here? It needs the logo. I don't have a logo yet, so let me just comment this out. How do I persist off? This is done internally by Supabase. So I have live Supabase and it's using async storage. Digital is saying the route works, but I'm wondering if I can access it in the... I'm not sure if we are talking about the same thing. What does services API routes do? It's sending requests to the API route, right? So it's different like when we talk about like API route, like the server code that is running on the server and the functions that live or are executed in our application that send requests to the server. I remember in my React days, I would make a context wrapper and use hook. Do you use the same thing? Yes, I use the same thing. I'm just not responsible for persisting it manually, but I have here a context of provider. And here I'm keeping the session and I'm taking it from the Supabase. So I get the session, I store it here. And then I make it available to the rest of the application. But in my case, Supabase is handling the persistence. So here we are on the onboarding, the button. I'm gonna have to think about the button and everything else. And the colors. That would be the first screen. Again, like if I add a screen to ask for the name, Apple will reject my application because I should get the name from when signing in with Apple. The problem is that I don't get the name. I mean, Supabase has a bug. If I look here, display name of my user is empty. I think this is something new. Let's use ChatGPT because I'm stuck. Okay. Now help me design the onboarding flow of the application. Could you rename the box with what should I call you? Oh, maybe. That's a good idea. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna be back. Okay. What do you do for privacy policies? There is this privacy policy that I'm using. It's called privacypolicies.com. And they offer like a free policy generator. Let's use ChatGPT because I'm stuck. Could yeah, like I'm really stuck. Like I don't know what to work on, to be honest. I'm very stuck. Oh boy, that's not fun. Um, any new project ideas which is truly amazing for resume? I'm struggling with ideas today as well. Oh boy. Okay guys, I'm gonna do whatever you say. Go. What should I work on? Don't know about onboarding. I don't know about that. Let me work on the first message. Like when you start a channel, let's do a first message so that it's not going to be empty here. To create the first message, I think that might happen in our edge function, right? In the edge functions, there is a function to sync agents to stream, but no, that's not what we want. Here there is a on response. Create a chat channel. So it's creating this channel with agent and so on. And I think what I want to do is to send a request to our AI agent. To do the intro message. So similar to how we have here start AI agent, I think we need to do, let me do another one. Start new AI message. Maybe we're gonna use it in other places as well. And for that we just need the channel ID, channel type, platform, maybe, yeah. And we're gonna close it here like this. I'm gonna look how things are happening here, so I can add the same stuff here. Let's do most of these things here with agent info and so on. Basically, I'm going to do everything here without having to watch the channel, maybe. I'm gonna copy also the catch here. Okay. Can you have a background task that prompts the AI agent to send a text to the user unprompted and show it as a notification? I think that's a smart thing to do. Automated messages, especially to bring back users. Yes, exactly. But first, let's figure out this first message. So what I want to do, I'm not gonna store it anywhere. I'm not going to watch the channel. I'm going to look into the create agent, what's happening here. It's creating a client, a stream chat client. Client is connecting the user. But doesn't it have already a channel? Why is doing that again? For example, in Anthropic, this handle message. We need something like this. Let me first maybe copy this Anthropic stream in index here. Not even sure that I'm going to use Anthropic, but anyway, let's do it here. These Anthropic messages. Where is taking this Anthropic? New Anthropic API key. Now I have access to Anthropic. Message create. I don't think it will have any messages, so maybe it's going to be empty. The model okay. Stream, let's do stream false in this case. Can I do false? And system is going to be and maybe messages is going to be just one message that will say write the first welcome message for the user. Keep it short and spicy. I don't know. Only output the message, no other text. But messages, how is this messages? Role. User. Response, let's see what's going to be the response. New AI message. Now from our HTTP requests. Let's do copy paste here for new AI message. We'll just give a channel ID and we call it, let's just call it on a button, something like that. So I'm gonna go into the application, protected channel, and let's add here button. Maybe new AI message. What's wrong here? Undefined is not. So if I press here new message, it should send the request to the backend. Let's open the backend, reload it, and let's do a new message. Something happened. Role type message, role assistant, content, hey there. Okay, so we have a text. What we should do is we should add it as a message here in the channel. So I'm going to where is it? So we have a channel, we can send message with the response. Content then text. So now if I'm gonna do a new message, will it send it here? I think I need to reload. If I press the button, either message user or message USD must be provided when using server side off. So what's happening here? Channel ID. Oh, client connect user. Server client. Server client. API gateway secret. Why is it here? Allow server side connect. He doesn't know like for which user we want to send that message from. Either message user or message user ID must be provided. So when I do send message here, I can do user ID. User ID, will that work? Let's try. New message. And it's here. Okay, that's good. That means that I can go ahead and call this function not on the button press, but inside that, when we create the channel, we can do create channel with data ID. So now if I reload and if I go here and say match and go back, look, until I get back, I see a new message. I need to do prompt engineering better to have like better welcome messages, but this is working. So let me do git status, git add, git welcome message. You could rate limit the chat behind a paywall, so like 10 messages per day. That's good. That's what I'm thinking that will be like the next steps, but I'm not sure if I want to add the paywall in the first version because I believe it's going to be quite challenging to get this application on the market. I have that feeling. Not sure how it's going to end up, but I have a feeling that it's going to be harder to get it approved by Apple. So I'll keep the payments out of the equation for a bit to make it easier for me to publish it. And then like we definitely is going to be the payments. Payments. There could be subscription. There could also be in-app purchases. For example, sending gifts and so on. Let me see what our ideas you had, guys. Background task that prompts the AI agent to send a text to the user unprompted and show it as a notification. Yeah, I think that's what we should do. Make it feel more real. Each personality have a different rate and random message type. Clingy girlfriend. Could be a random time generator, so it doesn't happen exactly 5 minutes after every time. Maybe you could even set it up like when you want to be notified, and then like to pre-program that. How to monetize the application, the biggest hurdle. The best way to monetize it is for subscription, in-app subscriptions. But of course, it also depends on what app you're building. Oh. If I could set up my girlfriend to ping me at set times, I'd sub that in real life. How that would happen, like random messages to send one message a day, but what happens if you have like so many connections as here? If all of them will send a message a day, maybe it will also depend. Sending a message, automated messages, and then after that it would be push notifications. But how we would do automated messages? Automated messages would probably happen using Supabase cron jobs. With Supabase, we can create and schedule recurring jobs. So I think what's gonna happen is Supabase is gonna have here a cron every 1 hour, let's say. This cron, come on, is going to invoke a function, a Supabase edge function. The goal of that function is going to be find channels that needs to be notified, and then collect channels to be notified, and then it's going to send a request to the AI agent here and saying like, hey, send a message, it's time to send a message. and then the AI agent will send it through the chat for stream, and then stream is going to send a push notification, so the user will get it. Maybe. Let's try to start with from the edge function, and maybe we're gonna figure it out as we go. Let's go with npx supabase functions new schedule or automated messages. Let's call it automated messages. Now in automated messages, we have it here. What we need to do is we need to I don't think we're gonna have anything here. We have to get all the matches. For that we need Supabase edge. I want to use Supabase. Supabase edge. Basically, we need this Supabase client, but I want this client to be a server client, not depending on the authentication header. So I think I'm going to take not the unknown key, but the secret key. Let me check if it has it. Supabase edge environment. They have access to the Supabase service role. So I'm gonna use the server role. So this client, or let's call it Supabase, is going to have access to everything. Now I can do here, hey, const data equal to await Supabase from, I'm going to do matches, or how did I call them? Let me check. Table editor, matches. Because matches is the connection between user and AI agent, and the channel ID is the same as the match ID. So if I do here select everything, I can do console log data and to see what data do we have there. This should be an array of matches like this that we need to notify. I'm not gonna run it local. I'm going to probably do npx supabase functions deploy. You use Stream Chat Expo, right? I do my chat screen without it. Is that a problem? Yes, I use Stream Chat Expo. It's not a problem, but you'll have to implement a lot of features yourself. So I'd rather use like Stream Chat to save a lot of time on the chatting infrastructure. Now that I have that function there, where is it? Edge function, stream automated messages. Can I invoke it? Can I manually invoke it? If I copy it from here, okay, maybe that's how I'm going to do that. So let's try to do it from here. But I need to... So if I look at the logs, I see. So I invoked the function and we see the list of matches. Now for every match, I can decide if it needs to if it needs to send a message or not. But I can also do where is it? HTTP requests. New AI message. Similar to this, but I'm going to adjust the prompt. So maybe I will just send a post request there. I think it should be the same. So let's just say await promise dot all, because there are a lot of data there. I'm going to call these matches. So for all matches dot map, for every match I'm going to do notify match. This is going to be a function knowing one of this match. I need to notify it, and notifying it means I will just say await post something like this. AI agent URL. I'm gonna put it somewhere here. Now it's localhost, or what's that? New AI message, and channel ID, not channel ID, but match.id, which is the same as the channel ID. So we map for all the matches. For all of them, we do this, and then we do promise await all. Now if I deploy this function, let's deploy it first. npx supabase deploy. I believe invoking it will send a message to all of these channels. Oh, it's internal server error. Let's see why is internal server error. If I reload here, data is not defined. Object handle, where is data? Here we have what? This console log data. Yeah, I don't need console log data. Let's also only send for like first three. Filtered matches. I'm going to do, yeah, it should be something like active, but I'm going to do matches dot slice 0 3. So this is going to take the first three. I don't want to send to all of them, so let's try it with 3 channels, maybe with the last 3, I don't know. Let's do this. Nothing happened. Oh, because I'm doing localhost. Oh, okay, wait a second. Yeah, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. Let's try to use ngrok to open the localhost there, ngrok. How do I use it? ngrok would give me like a public URL that is available and I could use it. Let's do a quick start. Do I have it? Yeah, let's do HTTP 3000 because the localhost, this is this working on 3000? Yeah. Now I have I need to set my authentication token, right? Let me double check if I have ngrok account. Haven't used it in a long time. I'm gonna go for the reset password. Okay. Why did you say that? Why did I say what? Oh, reset password to my offload. No, you don't have to. Don't do that. Don't do that now. First, launch the application. It doesn't need reset password is not that important as you might think for getting started. Later you can add it, but don't say that you cannot launch before you do that. Okay, so now that I have a link, I think this is the link. I could use it here in the Supabase link, and I can redeploy the Supabase function. Let's do that, and what I will see is hopefully something. Internal server error. Object is not a function, array.map. 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 Oh, oh, wait. I did a mistake there. Now it should work. Okay, and anything happening here? Nothing. Has a core 4000. Okay, there was 3 requests here. Channel ID. 2/new AI messages. Localhost 3000. Oh, 3000 should be. I was not redirecting it correctly. Now I'm gonna have probably a new URL that I'm gonna go ahead and have to update here. Redeploy. And do this. And if everything is good, it should work. I need to see 3 new messages somewhere. I don't know where. Let's see. Okay, something is good. We see what? Can find channel member with ID messaging something. There might be matches without channels. Okay, this might be from old from the initial matches where we're not synchronizing the channels. So if I do this, okay, there is this match, and I think there is no channel on stream with that ID. Okay, I'm going to try to delete the row. Fixes. AI agent. If channel not found, fail catch the error. I don't want to crash the server if the channel is not found. Let me open it again. And let's try this again. I'm gonna invoke the same function again. And it's the same problem. Probably with a different ID. Can't find channel with ID. Can't find channel with ID. Where is that happening? Channel ID. Okay, channel. Is it here? Type channel ID. Just gonna put this strike error like even upper here. I believe the first ones are not gonna have it. Only two of them. So I hope the last one here should have. No, it doesn't. Okay, one more try. Again. Let me do something in the Supabase client maybe. Let me do dot sort or order by created at, and I want it to be descending. How do you do that? Supabase sort. ascending false, like this. So let's try it this way by deploying it again, and it's supposed to take the first three, not the last three. And the first three matches should have already a channel. Make it production ready. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. Starting AI agent. Ava. And look at this. They are sending messages. So when the function is being invoked, the last three channels are sending messages. I'm gonna have to adjust like how this function is working. Adjust the function prompt. Now it is always welcoming, but it should look at the previous messages and welcome only like if it's the first one. And now probably I should do a cron job on that function and send it only and automatically send it. HA developer just got my rejection. They didn't like my location request reasoning message. Oh yeah, they can get technical about that. But my question is, how am I going to filter which match we should notify or not? Try to be more specific for the reason. For example, allow app name to use your location to recommend personalized, I don't know, like beans or so you need to be transparent, like why do you need location? Give a short reason. Or only ask it like when you actually need it. So if it's very, you see, like if the string is very generic, like turn on microphone access, this is bad, or microphone access is needed for better experience, this is bad. The app records during the night to detect snoring sounds, so this is good. Give reasons. So yeah, read more here. Yeah, Jamie, what Jamie says, like where is the beans needs your location to show you the closest bin. Yep. But that string is not in the onboarding flow. That string is used somewhere in your app.json. where you specify the string, because it's the native. It's used in the native. Like, it's not the screen before that they are not agreeing with, but the actual native screen. And the string there is configured through the config plugins. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna be back and we continue. Okay. Uh, do you have error? Like, is the quality of a stream very bad? Because I see this pop up. Is there a specific country we need to release to for the contest? Try to add all the countries. That's going to be the easiest. Let me check something in Activity Monitor. Yeah, there is something. Yeah, my system is waiting. So, what should I do now? Is it feasible to build a large-scale application using Expo? Yes, absolutely yes. Let me quit Docker because I think it's taking too much space. Oh, I think now that I'm thinking, like, how to decide, like, to which users to send the messages and not. Like, it's going to be probably an interesting topic, like, to figure out. Look who's here. Hello. Did you miss Denchik? How are you doing? You want to play? Let's go look at this big boy. Hello. He wants to play. Yeah, like when and how to notify the users is going to be a challenge. Yeah. Okay, guys. So look, the problem is that, as I was saying, I'm a little bit stuck, like to wave prioritization and so on, and I'm not sure if I'm very productive here on the stream. Um, so maybe I'm going to. The best approach is going to be to end the stream for today and go ahead and plan and figure out like what exactly I want to have by the end of the week, because we have 2 more days and I want to somehow wrap it up to see like the final product. We have a lot of things like here and there. I just need to figure out exactly what I want to build. Maybe I'm going to look at some examples, or I don't know um, what I'm going to do, but I think I'm going to be a little bit more productive of the stream. So if you allow me, let's wrap it up for today, and hopefully tomorrow is going to go way better. This is like this is the third week of me daily streaming, so it's taking a toll on on my creativity. Like I just cannot figure out, like I'm a bit stuck, like what should I do next? So yeah, these things happens as well, but yeah, let's take it easy, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have something by the end of the week. Thank you very much, everyone who joined us live. Thank you, Digital Alchemist, for seeing the value even in this stream. But yeah, I'm happy that I can share with you like the whole process, like the ups and downs, the goods and bads. I have these kind of feelings when I'm not super excited about some applications. So maybe this application, the idea in itself, like it's a bit weird for me. Like I don't know, like don't have a clear vision. So probably should stick to building application that I'm excited about and I know like what I'm doing. But here, like yeah, it's technically it's interesting, but as the idea itself, like it's a I don't know like how to make it work or what to focus on. But yeah, let's navigate this together, and maybe tomorrow I'm gonna have a little bit more clarity in what I want to achieve. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining, and I will see you tomorrow. And good luck with your applications, with your apps that you are developing during this December. I cannot wait to see them on the market. And